to say, you know, my goodbyes. So I'm trying to avoid those thoughts, but I will not lie to you, that is on the back of my mind. So
Oh yeah, it's valid. But sometimes you just have to keep pushing on.
I plan on it, but it's not going to change that I'm going to worry about my son a little bit. You know what I mean? I'm always going to have that in the back of my mind. But
Mm-hmm. No, I know that feeling.
it'll come in waves, but I'll be okay. I really fucking hate
You,
when people tell me, and I guess I'm a hypocrite because I was like this at one point. When people tell me I'm doing this for your own good, but I'm not telling you why, because it just leaves you with more questions than answers. Because on the surface, I trust you enough that you probably have good intentions, but without the context, what the fuck does that mean? So, I don't know.
yeah, I mean, could have definitely just had a conversation with all of you face to face
I feel like
and
if
just
if he did it face to face, I'm 100% with you, right? Like if he said, "Hey, Flop, can we meet up and talk?" I probably wouldn't be as concerned. But the fact that he texted me, sorry, he didn't just text me. He texted me he texted me not to joke about this, but quite literally a copy pasta for the entire family. And then told me on the phone that he was, after this phone call, throwing his SIM card in the ocean. It felt like someone broke up with me over text. And it was like, I'm sorry, what the fuck? So,
mm-hmm.
I don't know. I told him that if he was going to throw his SIM card in the ocean, to give it to me when he wants it back. Hopefully to give him something to reach back out to, rather than completely just disconnecting from everything. But it sounds like, based on the fact that Hank has seemed fine, and the only thing Ricky's noticed is that his drinking has gotten excessive. My honest takeaway is that my guess is that Hank fucked up, and he's preparing for the worst. Maybe I'm right, maybe I'm wrong, but an hour before that text, I sold him a box of ammunition and 2 magazines. So I would have to imagine he is stockpiling for something.
Well, yeah, Cyprus is going through a whole bunch of shit right now.
Who's even in Cyprus? I don't even know all of Cyprus.
That's Lang's group.
Hmm.
So
Interesting.
404 did something where they basically got their warehouse raided. So they're on a very huge shit list. I mean, I'm talking like Hank got put up for ages, didn't he? He went to jail for a while.
Yeah, I actually don't know if he did time for that or not. What I do know is that I was going through the docket, and there was a court case for Ricky LaFleur, the guy we just met, LaFleur. And Ricky, in the docket posting, Hank's name was brought up, and I tried asking Hank about it, and he didn't really tell me much. I was like, hey, I kind of occasionally go on the docket, which is not a lie. I do actually go through the docket sometimes. I like keeping up on shit because you learn a lot on the docket because all evidence and all information becomes public to everybody. So it's good information gather. And I called him and I'm like, hey, I saw you were name dropped on the docket. What's going on? And he didn't really have much to say. So I know that whatever was going on, it was definitely some shitless stuff, it sounded like.
Yeah, so it's probably just that shit. They're going through like a whole like. They're just going through some shit, and it's all not fun and not great.
What's that? Sorry.
I said they're just going through a whole bunch of shit. That's what I know.
It's so interesting.
So probably.
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
He's probably just. Hello. Yeah, I am. Sure. Yep. All right. Well.
Oh boy, radio is popping off and I am out of range.
Is it? Just be careful. And I know you say you know what you're doing, and I'm not saying you're not skilled and like keep taking care of yourself. But other than your physical self, which I'm not worried about, it's just how you maneuver is a lot different in our world than what you're used to. Like I know you can pretty much talk yourself out of most situations, but there's just some stuff that you just gotta let lie. Like
I get
I
that.
really hope I hope Hank does come through and just like says, I need to do this. There's that. That's really all you're asking for, and that's not valid.
Hmm.
Hank only made this 10 times worse by being fucking ominous. So I get it. I totally understand. I'm just trying to shape your mind in a way that sometimes you don't need everything to be known. And sometimes you just gotta let it be up to fate. Because you've got more stuff that so this is gonna be a big difference between me, how I personally feel, and maybe how others view, especially people who have family, right? Because I've got family, but I've always said this: the club is and my one and only true love. It is the only thing I think about. It's the only thing I care about. To me, whatever Hank shit's got going on pales in comparison to what is going on in the club. Now, technically, you're just a hang around and you're not technically part of us. So, you doing this stuff, I can't stop you. I can only advise you as your jacket to please just be fucking careful. And you know that's if you get caught up in it, to not drop our name, stuff like that. And like, I'm not here to not help you. Yeah. My concern falls on the sticky situation this puts Rue in. Because not only is she your daughter, but Hank's sister and also Command. Now, I'm not gonna sit here and say what she's doing is wrong. That's not my place to say anything on that, Mark. But as your jacket, I'm just saying, just if you're gonna do some shit for your family, then do some shit for your family. I'm not saying fuck your family, but realize Rue is more than just your daughter. You have an entire other set of people now that you have to think about.
It was Rue's call.
Okay, and that's valid. That's if that was her call, then that's her call. You listen to the highest ranking person. To me, it goes jacket and then command, right?
Sure.
And then like I mean like all the patches too, right? But I'm saying like if me as your jacket is telling you one thing, but command is telling you another thing, listen to command. That's that is the chain of command. You did perfectly by that. I'm just saying, just this is me just teaching you like gang politics is, and Lang is a paranoid motherfucker.
I'll be honest with you. Gang politics make me want to run my head into a brick wall. I'm going to tell you now, I thought it was bad at the PD. Gang politics and understanding the line, there is no line. There is zero line.
There is the thinnest of margins where you can fuck up and find the fuck out. Like that FAFO is not a thing.
Oh, I know.
It's so that's why I'm being like telling you very cautiously. Like I know you're not dumb, right? Yeah. You're not dumb, but you don't know this side of things yet, and that's why I'm trying to like. I just want you to know, like, if like my worry is if Rue was there and she had her cut on during this meeting, plus they know she's Hank's sister, if 404 knows that kind of stuff, then it could be, oh no, ADMC is snooping into our shit. That's my worry. Not that you guys are gonna get physically hurt at this meeting, just that it's the smallest of things. If you know how this whole like Silas guy that you were messing around with, right? Do you see how that ended?
Can you repeat that? The last bit of what you said? I'm so sorry.
Sorry, the like the
I got
whole
a
like
text at a bad
Silas
time.
thing, right?
My bad, dudes.
You got like a little thing in. Okay, remember how that ended? Where you're basically told to drop it. Okay, that's nice. If it was anyone else, that would be a bullet. You see what I'm saying? Sometimes you just don't need to know.
Was it Rusty?
Now, I'm not saying Hank honestly made this 10 times fucking worse. Honestly, he did. That dumbass boy. And I hope
you guys took off, right?
I'll call him back. No. It was Balto. That'll be a 40-minute conversation.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you're good. No, like I'm not upset. I'm not pissed off. I'm not, whatever. It's just these are these are really good teaching moments of how finessed gang politics is and how deeply it can go fucking left. And just I'm trying to frame your mind also as like the higher cause of everything. Because you're going to have your family, yes, but I want you to put the club up there in your atmosphere of unconditional love.
I already do. And that's something that I do keep close to me.
Good.
Granted, I mean, I just fully understand it. In my head, I'm still... I from like a father position still have to look at it from, I'm gonna be concerned about Hank regardless, but
yeah,
I'm not gonna jeopardize anyone else for something I do separate from that. You know what I mean?
You can't even build enough speed to get out of second gear.
But
really, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I don't know. I'll be honest with you. I'm already really hating gang politics, but
It'll
figure it out.
Come natural. It'll come natural. Don't worry. We're here to teach it. We're here to learn.
Oh yeah. It's gonna be a slow process, but yeah. Oh my God.
Okay, you go have your 2-hour monologue with Balto. I'll talk to the brew.
Okay, all good. That's fine.
Do you have any questions for me? Are you anything you else want to say or?
Not this second. I don't think I have anything this second, but
Okay.
I guarantee you as time goes on, I will definitely have a list of questions.
Okay, no, sure, no doubt.
But all right, yeah. Let me give Balto a call back, see what he
Okay.
wants, and I will let you know when I'm all good.
Okay.
All right, awesome. I will talk to you soon. All right.
All right. Have fun.
Thank you. I will say this. Flop does feel like Flop will never admit it to anybody out loud, right? But he will always see his family as a priority in his life, considering he just lost half of them. Flop is definitely in a very standoffish state with this family. And I will tell you, poor Hank in that situation was ready to tell Tally that he's doing it for himself. And if it means a bullet, it means a bullet. Because that's the way that he felt in that situation. Reminder. I'm gonna remind people of a couple things real quick. Okay. None of this matters. In roleplay, nothing matters. What matters is that there is a story and that there's tension, because tension is good. Everybody thinks ADMC is end goal flop. ADMC is not end goal flop. It is goal flop, but it is not end goal flop. If Flop jeopardized everything for the club for his family, look at Flop and his situation. He would be willing to die for his family if it meant that his family was safe. ADMC is definitely there and is a huge part to the character. But there's 3 people in Flop's life that matter to him. 4 people, actually, if realistic. There's himself to be there for the other 3 people that he cares about. Hank, Rue, and Ziggy. If anything happened to him, he would fear for his family. If anything happened to them, he would fear for them, right? If having concern for his son is the detriment to any future within the ADMC and was a bullet, let him take the bullet. So I'm here for a good time and to keep tension interesting. But I don't want people to immediately assume that everything has to be about what the ADMC wants and fuck everything else Flop wants. Flop, I'm going to play this character exactly how I see the future of it going. So, yeah. Was the bullet mentioned? Did I miss that? The Silas thing got brought up, and pretty much that, that was a nice response, which, yeah, I think I think Tally is correct about that, but at the same time, I also think that Flop and Sean's relationship holds a lot of weight, because Flop asked Sean in that conversation with Silas, did I make a mistake? Did I fuck up? And if I did, I'd love to, resolve that. And Sean said, no, you didn't fuck up. Congrats on your partnership. Thank you so much, Gamer Pro. I appreciate you. But yeah, I'm sure there's a lot of shit that is to or can come from a lot of this, but I don't think that the way I play Flop's emotional state and how that could be detrimental to the ADMC should ever be like a